in the silence on domestic violence. I'm trying to find an end to this fiendish behavior. Only my Lord and Savior can create it. Say no to the destruction that's going on all around our land. How can we hope to understand what motivates a man to beat up his wife, to treat her like a slice of meat, to treat her like a dog, to treat her so low? How long are we just gonna sit around and let this evil continue? All it takes for evil to flourish is for good men to stay silent. How can we stop the violence against women and children, even men? How can we stop people getting beaten up, people getting treated with contempt, people getting blamed for other people's anger? When are we gonna find a stop to it? When are we gonna change the way we're behaving? Show a better example to the kids of the future as men, putting paper to pen. I really want to find a little peace of mind, 'cause I've got so much invested in friendship that could die at any moment if I was to let leak all the secrets that I know. My only hope is that this rap will bring a little bit of peace to the world around me, 'cause this world is too full of war. War behind closed doors. Forget about the terrorists, the biggest danger we face at home. Forget about those strangers who mean us ill. The influence of drinking and drugs has got our ship sinking, acting like folks when we should be protecting the ones that we love, reflecting the love of Jesus in the way we live our lives. Perhaps the problem is, as society, we be moving away from the influence of Jesus Christ. No wonder we're going to hell in a handbasket. This task is too difficult for many to face. Wanna erase all the memories of this time and this place, witnessing the horror when it's happening right up in your face. Oh Lord, rescue us from ourselves. I really need to find that peace of mind. I don't know what happened to it. Suddenly it disappeared in a blink of an eye. I thought everything was going fine. Why do we let the devil rob our peace? Why do we let this war just increase? Too many victims getting slain in this existence. Too many people giving in to the beast within. Lost in pride, taking us over from the inside. Endless silence against domestic violence. Somebody play a violence as the ship goes down sinking. Wondering what was I thinking? Step outside my situation, get a little clarity. Thinking with hilarity, how can this be me? I barely recognize myself. I would advise myself to act differently if I was in this situation again. But when the situation comes around, my friend, I act exactly the same way. Oh Yahweh, can you save me from myself? 'Cause I am bad for my own health, bad for the health of everyone that I love. When push comes to shove, I can't get enough of those flames rising up inside of me, that volcano I cannot escape. Only you can help me out, providing that door of escape. I need to reach out to you whenever I can feel that rage taking over me. Gotta stick it in a cage. Got to be brave and speak out against this evil that's happening all around me in the world. Only you can help us out. Take away this drought. We're so dry and so thirsty for love. So sick of getting beaten up. So sick of getting treated with disrespect. Do we reflect your glory in the way we live our lives? Those of us who belong to Jesus Christ in the body of Christ, do we shelter each other from the harm of the enemy? Do we just allow it to continue? When are we gonna learn from the error of our ways? Ancient of days, my heart cries out to you. I know your heart weeps when you see your sheep suffering, when you see sheep on sheep violence, when you see them causing each other harm, instead of sheltering them like your arms do. I don't want to see my farm full of trauma, full of hate. Who do we appreciate? How can we relate to each other when we demonstrate hate instead of love? So-called body of Christ, what do you call us? Wolves in sheep's clothing? Devils or angels? Who do we act like? Jesus Christ, are we truly following him? In the silence on domestic violence, got to find a little bit of peace of mind. We don't want to picaninnies going up in houses when there is no respect for women, when they are only taught how to hate and not to love, taught how to solve their problems by beating up those that happen to be around when they're all steamed up. Help us stop making excuses, stop playing the blame game cause it's useless. Help us to find ways of dealing with anger except for taking it out on the ones we love. Let us not take it out on ourselves either. Perishing like Stuart Diver, gonna be a survivor. All up in my hive, jump into this jive. Take a dive in this deep pool, professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. We are fools if we haven't got a way to deal with our own menace. Like Dennis, how do we get Satan out of our thinking? Surely as Christians we should have learned better by now. You promised you never give us more than we can handle. You give us self-control so we can cry out to you. You're the one that cures the torment inside of our minds. You are so sweet and so kind. You help us leave those ways of the past behind. When we start raising our voices, you help us to make different choices. Say sorry and apologize before we start to become everything that we hate in the eyes of others. Repeat the patterns of our parents. We only want to follow in their footsteps when they're acting like you, not like the devil. I'm making hip-hop on a higher level. I just want to see all the children of tomorrow living without sorrow. Can I beg, steal or borrow a minute of your time? In the silence on domestic violence, can you hear the sirens? We won't be silenced any longer. This pain in my brain is growing stronger. I may not have that long to live. All I have to give is a tiny little message. Can we make this passage from death into life? Cause it feels like we're living in hell when we keep on dwelling on the past mistakes, reliving them over and over again. When will we escape from this deja vu situation? We've got to find better ways of dealing with our problems instead of reinventing them new every morning. When the day is dawning, I'm not letting the sun go down while I'm harboring anger against the ones I love. Dealing with these problems, talking them out, not sweeping my problems under the rug, or letting all this rage bubble up and boil inside of me. I don't want to be that person that blames everybody else for my problems. You are the only cure for this anger disease. Let there only be righteous anger in me. Even if some people think it doesn't exist, I'm angry against the enemy and his ways of wickedness, blinding the minds of humankind, allowing evil to flourish and continue. Paying my bills when they're due. I'm so thankful that you enable me to step away from a situation so I don't have to throw a punch. When the chick makes me so sick inside, I wanna throw my lunch up. Feeling knuckle sandwiches, but you show me a better way. Even though she only sees the worst in me, you stop me living out that cursed mentality that Cain had when he was jealous of Abel, unable to remain emotionally stable. Marked forever so no man would take out his revenge on him. Revenge belongs to the Lord only. You are the one who disciplines and helps us on the straight and narrow path. When we discipline, help us to do it in a way that doesn't cause others physical harm. Help us not to abuse others. Be loving to our sisters and brothers, and the silence on domestic violence. How often do we make excuses like we're just play fighting? It was just a love bite. I fell down the stairs. I got slammed into a wall by my own clumsiness. How often do we say, he or she loves me, so I'm never gonna walk away. Stay together for the sake of the kids. Is that a wise choice or a mistake? Only you know. Putting you first in our lives, making you numero uno. That's the only way we will find peace. You bring peace to these streets. Save me from the mark of the beast. Save me from the beast in me. Save me from the yeast of the Pharisees. That makes me act like I'm better than anybody else. Makes me think like I'm better than anybody else, when really I'm concealing all of these demons, peeling off my mask, revealing the truth of the turbulence inside of me that I fight against, a war against pride and lust. Every rhyme I bust, help me carry the cross, not act like I'm upper crust. You made the earth's crust. For your living waters, nothing can quench my thirst. Cause your living waters to burst out of me like a fountain of joy, counting it all joy when we fall into various trials and tribulations. Save us from the temptation to blame others for the ill feelings inside of us. You're the only one who can start healing us. Show us a better way to behave. Let us not be slaves to our rage. Help us take responsibility for our own actions. It's only in you that we can find satisfaction. I'm detached from my own self. My perfect match is with you. Know you're good for my health. In you I find true wealth. Oh Lord, need you now more than ever. You're so kind and clever. My endeavor is to see a generation set free from bruises and welts dealt to the ones closest to them. Oh Lord, save us from kids getting knocked around, getting blamed for undealt with issues inside of their parents. It's so abhorrent. A foul stench to your nostrils, You hate it when you see your kids suffer. You weep rivers